Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
So first,
absolutely,
and I was
let's dig it all up.
Oh, no.
True.
You'll never guess.
So sidebar. Yes.
And also, I feel like I shouldn't have to remember everything.
I know.
Actually, I have to talk about this.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is Also Podcast. Back and better than fucking ever. You're welcome.
Well, second week back, but yeah.
Oh, but last week was all the Mormon wives.
I know,
and
that's so true. We're back in our true form. You're so right. We're not beholden to Nick, that stupid man, or those Mormons.
We're not beholden to any men or any Mormons.
No. Good God, no.
No men and no Mormons here. Sorry to the Mormons. I would doubt, though, a lot of Mormons listen to us. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem like. If you are Mormon, let us know. Let us know.
Alicia, you know what we learned from your apology to your cousin is we don't assume anything anymore. We don't speak for anybody except ourselves.
I love that that's still a joke in my family. Before we get into it, though, we have an Instagram, a TikTok, a YouTube, a Patreon. All the links are in our description. Please check that out. Also, please be sure to rate, review, subscribe. We haven't gotten a good review lately.
I feel like I'm panhandling for reviews sometimes, but like, come on.
Just do it.
Just
what else are you doing?
It.
What else? Nothing.
Besides giggling to our voices, but your thumbs can little bing, 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 bing.
You can giggle and type. Look at multitask, please.
Come on.
If you're watching the video, I can't get over what a business lady I look like in this shirt. Don't I look cute. Spiffy?
Is that linen?
Anyway, I think so. It's from Old Navy.
Love. It's cute. Love. Very summery of you.
Thanks. I throw it on for meetings, and then I ripped it off after meetings and put on a tank top. It's hot today. Anyway, Meredith, let's jump right in. I have a lot to get to. Okay. But let's start with small celebrations. Do you have a celebration you'd like to share?
You go first, because normally I do come prepared, and I didn't.
Awesome. I came prepared. So my small celebration is, this is going to sound like bad, but it ends good. So my friend, shout out Jess, she discovered I have a podcast yesterday because Meredith clipped and put on social media me freaking out about Paige and AZ.
Yeah.
And Jess is deep in Paisy shit. So she or her girlfriend saw it and was like, are you and Alicia even friends? You didn't know she had a podcast. And then Jess yelled at me.
Oh my God.
But then it ended good. Well, first I was like, you don't have to listen to it. Like, don't. Yeah. I love you for wanting to be supportive. You truly don't have to listen. But then she said she is training for a half marathon. And I said, actually, a lot of people, weirdly enough, multiple times have told us that they listen to us while running. So actually, you should listen to us. What?
That is the one time I do recommend.
Actually, I'm actually going to recommend mostly the most of the things I have to talk about. I think Jess would be interested in this episode. So yeah. I'm going to recommend this particular episode to her. I also told her only listen back through March because that's when I started to get into women's basketball.
Yeah.
And so then Jess can at least relate to that because I don't think she watches a lot of Bravo shows.
That's okay. That's the beauty of the timestamps, though.
That's true.
That, like, everybody can look in the description and figure out what they're interested in. That's hard to do while running, but for the people like you and I who enjoy couch surfing.
Oh, absolutely. Horizontal running, if you will. Truly.
It's a lot of work.
But yeah, when I caught up with her recently and I was like, are you watching Love Island? She's like, oh, don't even tell me you're into that shit. My girlfriend makes me fucking watch it. And I was like, damn, dude, your girlfriend sounds cooler than you. I'm just kidding. If Jess is, I'm just kidding. I'm just talking on my ass. Leave me alone. Anyway, I told you not to listen anyway.
No, but for those people who work out and watch Love Island, I walk on my walking pad during Love Island.
Oh.
And I saw somebody on TikTok be like, wow, Love Island reminds me that I could go to the gym 5 times a week because I do know how to sit and do something consistently for an hour and a half for 5 days a week.
Yeah, back before COVID, when I had a gym membership, I would go and watch the UK version on my phone at the gym on the treadmill. That's all I would walk to. I watched at least 2 seasons on treadmills. Which is crazy because UK has 85 episodes. It was crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I miss it. I miss that. Anyway, this isn't our Love Island episode.
I was about to say, we are going to do a dedicated episode. We love a dedicated episode. So bear with us one more week.
Truly. Okay, Meredith, what's your small celebration?
I actually, speaking of somebody who's running, I got back into working out. Okay, awesome. I mean, I did run 2 miles yesterday, but that won't be normal. I just barely had time to work out, so I had to do it quickly, and I knew I would have to run. Your face.
Okay, I don't want to be rude, and to anyone else who runs, that's fine. But Meredith, I thought you were my friend. What are you doing? Why are you running?
I had 20 minutes, and I knew I would be annoyed by just walking a half mile. What was the point of that? But yeah, my goal is to start walking 3 miles a day whenever I'm on my walking pad, or my building has a free gym membership. So because I have to go back into the office, now I can go walk there and watch TV or do 100 crunches because that's it.
If you sign up for a race, I will have to unfriend you for a little bit.
I'm sorry. Absolutely not, because the last time I did try to do a race was in college. I tried to run a half marathon and I had to have knee surgery. So you can bet your bottom dollar I will not be training for something. I did actually tweak my knee yesterday and it has hurt ever since.
On the run?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, no. Whenever I was getting up off my couch,
to go run?
No. No. From watching TV. I hurt myself watching TV.
No, my mom did that once. We had to call the paramedics.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It definitely bent in a way it should not have, but I'm fine.
Okay. I also know you have bad ankles, so just be careful out there.
What's really great is I have one bad ankle, one bad knee, and they're on opposite legs.
Two
bum legs for different
reasons. I
reasons.
get that. I actually, weirdly enough, I have 2 bad knees and 1 bad ankle. So what's a girl to do? Weirdly enough, I have a bad elbow. Someone let me know. When I do push-ups, my left elbow feels like it's burning.
I feel like the muscles to do push-ups because my elbows just crack the entire time, and it's just something I can never do.
But muscles versus an elbow feeling off, there has to be. You know what though? Doesn't matter at this point.
I'm just a walker. I'm a walking gal, and I'm back to walking is what I mean.
The
running was a freak accident because I didn't have time.
No, we love it. We love walking. Please don't run again.
Love walking.
Please stop. I lost a little bit of love for you, but it can grow back.
I'm sorry. I should have introduced it as the walking, and then the running just was a freak accident.
You know that
as
Vine?
If I was being chased.
Do you remember Vine? That one Vine where the guy was like, "Why are you running?" That's how I feel.
I don't.
Oh my God, you weren't on
But
Vine.
I promise, once every 6 months, maybe I give a little jog.
I guess don't tell me about it anymore.
Anyway, I'll just tell you I've walked 2 miles.
Weirdly enough, this is a runner's podcast. It's very strange how that works out. We don't believe in it, but we support you.
Maybe that's why I ran yesterday, through osmosis, the opposite way. People listening to me.
You should try listening to us on your next run and see how it goes.
My God, no! I can't do that. It's hard listening to yourself.
Absolute torture. Okay, cool. Should we get into news? I have news. I've been chomping at the bit, Meredith. Chomping all day long.
Go off.
I'm so excited. We're going to do WNBA news. And I saw on TikTok some girl today be like, I wish there was a podcast only dedicated to the lore of the WNBA because I want to learn everything. This is not just dedicated. I want to be like, I can help you for 20 minutes of your life. But other than that, the rest of the podcast isn't for you. But a lot happened. Okay, so I'm going to start with my real life experience first.
Wait, can I ask you a question before you dig into this? I'm sorry. You know I'm a timeline girly, so I need to set the scene.
Okay.
When did regular season start?
May.
Okay, and then how long does it go to? Till?
September, October, depending on playoffs and stuff, yeah.
I just want to know where we're at in the season.
We're half-ish way.
Okay.
Half-ish.
Perfect.
Great.
Now I'm ready.
Okay, so on Sunday, I went to a WNBA game to go see my WNBA crush. Her name's Gabby Williams. I'm so fucking obsessed with her. Like, she should get a restraining order against me. I think about her once a day. I love her so much. She's on the Seattle Storm, and she is allegedly, but not allegedly, because it's kind of real, dating a woman. I told you about them from France, remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do know this. Okay.
Stick with me.
Our other Love and Basketball, another one of our couples.
There's so many. Anyway, so yeah, Gabby plays in Seattle. She came to New York Sunday to play. I was like, I have to go watch her play against her girlfriend because this is literally...
Absolutely.
It writes itself. So I dragged my friend Paolo with me, and I was like, here's the lore. And I spent 20 minutes explaining it to him.
Obsessed.
And then I was like, so I hope they kiss. Which I know they won't because they are like the most private but secret couple. There's barely anything of them together.
And I feel like that's your workplace. So like that is just on its own.
Yeah,
like
I know they're not gonna, but I was like, I hope they kiss.
You're like, kiss,
you know?
kiss.
That me, all just shouting it out. So I knew they wouldn't, but I was like, I just need to see them interact and like smile at each other. You know, like I'll settle for that.
I need somebody to lock eyes.
Yeah, I am, though. Now I have beef with the New York coach because she did not play Maureen Johannes, the alleged girlfriend, enough.
Oh, my God.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
Maureen spent a lot of time on that bench when she should have been in the game with Gabby. They should have been
purposeful. Like they think about that. Like
no,
the dynamic could be off. Or
no, so Maureen already like she doesn't start. She usually is like the 6th or 7th man off the bench. And I think just like the way that New York has lost a few players to injury, they were trying to find their stride and they just needed height. And Maureen's a little shorter.
Okay.
So I don't think it was intentional.
There were a lot of other factors.
That'd be so homophobic.
No, I don't mean it in that way. But like, you know, your mindset could be different when you're playing your partner.
I also don't think so because when they played in Seattle, Maureen Johannes was going off. She was scoring in her girlfriend's face. She was scoring right at Gabby. Gabby tried to block her shot. Nah, Maureen, that shit sank. And Maureen was like, whatever. So I don't think so. I think first and foremost, they are competitors. But this time, Gabby did make a shot right in Maureen's face. And I was like, oh, it's amazing. Anyway, doesn't matter. After the game, Seattle had won. New York was just like, they weren't going to hang out on the court. They just go back to the locker room, right? Mm-hmm. So I said to Paolo, I was like, look, I'm not going to stay a long time, but can we stay at least a few minutes until everyone's cleared out so I can see if they kiss?
Interact.
Yeah, well, whichever.
We'll take anything, but the dream is kiss.
We only really had to stay 2 minutes. So New York is walking to their locker room, and like the Seattle team's kind of walking to their locker rooms. But then you see Maureen Johannes kind of like look behind her, and then Gabby, like you
look
see
back
her say
at
something,
it,
and then Gabby looks back. So they start walking towards each other to have. I'm like, oh my god, meet in half court and kiss. Why don't you? No,
you're lying to me.
They were walking towards each other, and then this woman in a black backpack, I'll never forgive you. She stops Gabby, and she says something, and then Gabby yells something at Maureen, because I'm in the nosebleed, so I can't hear anything. But then you see Maureen Johannes kind of do like a little like, okay, no worry, like forget about it kind of movement. And so then Gabby just waves and like points at her, and then Maureen like points back, almost like I'll catch up with you later, maybe. And then Gabby had to go do an interview, and I was like, it's high key homophobic of that woman in the backpack to keep me from watching True Love happen on like, the court.
You couldn't wait 30 seconds.
It's all I wanted. And then just because I'm petty, I'm like, well, I'm going to go watch this fucking interview. Maybe I get like a little snippet of Gabby and Maureen like looking at each other. I can't find this interview fucking anywhere. I don't know where it went. I don't know who were CBS, ESPN, WNBA. I don't know where this is. So
hear me out. Okay. This sounds like a great scene, but we like
in Love and Basketball.
A break between them, like they're trying to get to each other, and the backpack person is like actually shuffling them, like turn around, we got an interview.
Gabby hits her in her face and is like, don't keep me from my girl. Also, just to add on to this story, like I said, very private, but not private, but not secret, but private.
But private, yeah.
But like they are the top of that. Like some of my friends are like, they are not dating. There's no proof. However, one of Gabby's teammates did a TikTok, and some weird sleuth on the internet that I love because I saw the TikTok screenshotted Gabby's background on her phone, and
that'll get you.
It's her kissing Maureen on the cheek, and they're cheersing. And I'm pretty sure they're engaged because they both do wear rings, which is my other giveaway. So fun, right? Another Love and Basketball.
I love this.
Okay, there's more Love and Basketball. There's tons of love.
New characters?
New characters each time.
Okay.
So now we have so there are these two players, right? Alyssa Thomas and Duana Bonner. Okay,
yeah.
Stick with me. They've been in the league for a hot minute. They're not new to this. They both played on Connecticut last year together, and they are dating. They're engaged. We all know. We love
teammates. See, again, the dynamic is interesting.
I mean, you spend a lot of time with these people. I
understand. Did they start dating when they were teammates?
I don't know. They've been dating a while.
Okay. No worries.
Who knows?
No worries.
But they were on Connecticut together last year. Then there were a bunch of trades this past year. Alyssa ends up in Phoenix, and Duana goes to Indiana, right? It's fine. They're professionals first.
Another cross country,
but we're professionals first. So everything's fine. But then some drama went down in Indianapolis. We don't know what. I don't want to speculate because I wouldn't even know where to fucking begin, honestly. But
like with the team?
Duana Bonner is no longer on Indianapolis. Some happened. Again, we don't know what. I don't know if it was good, bad. I don't know how we parted on terms. I really don't.
But she just got released, not traded.
No, she got released. Yes.
Okay.
So she's released. We've parted ways. Again, no one knows why. I've heard rumors, like maybe her family, like maybe she didn't get along with Indiana. I have zero clue. But guess what team just picked her up?
Phoenix
picked her up, and now they're gonna play together. And that's a shorter story, but it's very cute. It was very cute.
Well, I'm glad she got picked up because, like, it just in general, that's stressful to be released from your sport.
I mean, she though in her time off has been a wag, which I think.
Wait, so was she in Phoenix, like watching?
Yeah. She was just there on Monday for the game. Yeah, she was just there Monday watching.
Wait,
being a wag.
That's even better.
Being
because
a wag.
It's the same team, same city. Like, you didn't even have to travel. Like, you're already there.
The best was Monday. There were rumors she was going to be signed. I think it was Monday, or it was like around there. There were rumors, and then like the next day she was signed.
Oh, so I bet. Because I bet it's like, hey, she's already here. You might as well just call her in for a workout, have a meeting.
Her and her girl, they already play well together. They've been playing well together for years.
That helps.
Add it on. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to a couple we're all familiar with, Paige and AZ. A lot has happened since I last updated.
I know, because since our TikTok is going viral, people are posting photos, and I've never loved it more because I have to do no work to keep up with this.
Damn it, you guys, stop spoiling.
No. I know no context. I just get random snapshots. And there's been like 3, but I'm like, wow, oh my God. But I don't look into it because I know you'll tell me.
So Summer, I can't believe these 23-year-olds have me in a chokehold. So Summer.
No, this is my favorite segment. I'm just like eating it up. I'm like, give me more.
Okay, so summer workouts for college are over. So AZ's done. She's got at least like 2 months free, you know? So she, of course, flies her ass to Dallas immediately, of course. Which people were like, because I read the comments as well, because I have to know what's happening. And so people are like, yeah, AZ spotted in Dallas. But then people are like, why wouldn't she just go? Because she like flew there on like a Saturday or Sunday. And then Dallas was playing in Phoenix on Monday. Mm-hmm. So everyone was like, why wouldn't she just fly to Phoenix? And then people were like, oh, because she gets to travel with the team. So she's real wag. She's real wag.
Is that what happens with wags?
I think you can travel with the team. I would assume it's just family. So if like I'm dating an athlete, but you're like, I want to come too, we would just travel separately. Yeah. But if it's just me, yeah, I'm sure my professional athlete.
They do probably have like a family
Yeah,
or a way to
the
get there.
professional athlete I'm dating can get me a ticket on their plane, please.
I just don't know if there's. I guess basketball's different. I'm thinking like football, like you're on. Your own,
that's
kid.
that's a big team.
But either way, like also just spending 12 more hours with your partner is worth it.
Amazing. So they did fly to Phoenix together. AZ was spotted at the game, the same one Duana Bonner was at. So like full of wags. We were freaking out, right? She shows up in her Paige shirt. Everyone's like, oh my God. Paige, per usual, has her ring with AZ's birthstone. Again, this is all internet. People are like, that's what that ring is. And I'm like, I'm not going to question it.
The ring's been building. That was before the
ring's been building. So great. And so very cute, fun. Now, after the game, I'm sure everyone was like, are we going to see them leave together? There was someone, I don't know her, and I could never be her, but she waited 2 fucking hours after this game to try to see them in the stadium. I would be asleep. This game ends at 10. You wait 2 hours after that? I can't believe that the athletes are still fucking here, but okay.
This is what I call journalism.
Thank you for your service, because it couldn't be me. So she got a video of Paige and AZ coming back on the court holding hands, which is the biggest.
That's the snapshot I saw, and I was like, oh my God.
That's the largest, besides them hugging, but like largest public display of affection we've seen out of them.
Yeah.
That like cannot be misconstrued as just friendship.
Or wasn't like leaked.
Yeah, yes. I'm sure they didn't know this woman was like sitting there for 2 hours and filming them.
No, they're like hoping they're just gonna have their own moment, but they do know that they are still in a public space. But
we're out in the fucking open, right?
Another picture that somebody like put on our
I think I know what you're gonna say, yes.
Was the poster where it said
AZ Fudd's girlfriend signed here, and Paige signed it.
Oh, Paige is the one who signed it? I don't think I fully read it. But I knew one of them signed it in the line.
So, the joke, when AZ posted the phone case, right? And it said Paige Becker's girlfriend, people started making signs to Paige's games and being like, here to watch AZ Fudd's girlfriend or whatever, just love to like, because people love AZ. She's the people's princess. So someone made a sign that said AZ Fudd's girlfriend sign here. And the fact that Paige did not crack a smile signing, I would have died laughing. That is so funny. She just signed it. She just signed it and moved on. And I was like, you know what? Respect. But the security guard cracked up watching her sign that, because that's absolutely so funny. So that happened.
It would be so funny for me to like know all the information, obviously, about my own life, and
which
it
is
just,
funny.
Like, slowly be seeping out to the public.
Like, people
that's what make me crack up.
It's the fact that people are now confronting me with this internet shit. That's hilarious. So like, then they played in our face, though, Meredith, again. So then yesterday, so the game was Monday, right? So that was on Monday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, AZ posts a photo of her and Paige in the hotel room, I'm assuming, and Paige has her arm around AZ and their heads are like scooted together and they're like, whatever, in a mirror, great. And she's like, travel day, because she's traveling with the team because today they're in Chicago. As we record this, they are currently in Chicago. So Paige reposts it and writes, love when my former teammate can join me, or whatever. Love when my former teammate comes. And the lore with that is, like a month or so ago, AZ went to one of Paige's games, and the announcers were like, we're here interviewing like AZ Fudd, Paige's former teammate. And then also at the draft, people were like, oh, it's so fun, her former teammate is sitting here. Like all the professionals.
That's
who, like,
the title she keeps getting.
Yeah. So that's when AZ started like wearing her number 5 necklace and like the phone case and like not being fucking subtle. And people were still like in denial. But so then the actual believers of the relationship were like, it's so nice of Paige's former teammate to join her again, you know, like all of that. So then Paige is now again poking fun at the internet lore. I almost spit my water out.
That's so nice because funny. Like the people who are writing for them and are so excited are in on it, and they're like, it's a joke they're having with the people who love them most.
Yeah, it's absolutely hilarious. And I saw a picture today, this is breaking news, that Paige has an A necklace that she wears.
Love.
That's crazy. And then they're in Chicago, I told you, and someone got a video, again, crazy. I don't know how people find out their hotel. I like want to be one of these people. I'm way too lazy. But someone got a video of them hugging before the game, and then Paige was off with her team, and AZ went back inside to get ready to be a wag. And I was like, amazing. And my friend Jess, who I just shouted out earlier, she is going to the game tonight. So I've told her if they fucking kiss, I want to know about it. Because I missed out on my Gabby and Marine kiss. I agree. Pissed. I want to know if they kiss. Or
especially
if they breathe.
You have boots on the ground. If they breathe the same air right next to each other, I want to know.
I told Jess is great at photography. I was like, bring your camera, start fucking shooting pics, dude. What are we doing?
Got like a Nikon out there?
Yeah. She's just only on those two. She has no idea what the game is.
She's becoming a full-time personal paparazzi for you.
Hey man, I'm in a group chat with her and her girlfriend, and all we do is send each other this shit. Okay, they're just as deep in it as me. Okay.
I'm in. As long as the lore constantly comes back and gets told to me, I'm in.
Absolutely. I can't stop talking about it. Okay, there's one more piece of WNBA news because I think we're on the forefront of something. Now, this is all allegedly. What I'm about to tell you,
this is
allegedly.
All just a story.
However, I've been here before and I will not get fooled. I will not be fooled.
Whoa, I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous. Anyway, but
I'm just like, what is about to unfold that you're like, this is a legend and I won't be entrapped into another lore.
Listen, and this is new because it was as new as this week that I was like, I will not be fooled. So on the Connecticut Sun, there are two players. One of my faves, Marina Mabry. She's crash out queen. She's absolute chaos in a bottle. I love her so much. She has like blossomed a beautiful friendship with one of the rookies who just got onto Connecticut, Sanaya Rivers, right? And so they like do Instagram, TikTok lives together. They hang out a lot. Sanaya is teaching Marina how to dance because Marina famously is a terrible, terrible dancer. So they're hanging out a lot, but it's just, I was always like, there's nothing. They're just friends. Right?
Yeah, this is, you bond with someone and you're a rookie and you're taking them under your wing.
Absolutely teaching you how to dance. Yeah,
that's
Marina
just
Mabry.
Being good teammates.
I love her so much. Such a terrible dancer and such a terrible cook. She also on TikTok, if you're interested, does a TikTok series called Cooking with Marina. And I'm a bad cook and she gives me anxiety when I see her
Maybe she's also going Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, she wouldn't? No. No, not even as a joke. It's pretty bad. Anyway, so then Marina, I'm scrolling because I follow Marina on TikTok. I find her hilarious. I'm scrolling and I come across this video of Marina lip syncing, and she's lip syncing this. I don't know the song, but it's along the lines of like, what if I told you like I'm in love or something like that? And then she pans the camera to Sanaya, and Sanaya also lip syncs the same thing. And I was like, you know what? Weird to do with your friend, but okay.
But like,
great. But I was suspicious because the way they kind of looked at each other, I was a little like, this was a weirdly steamy video.
That wasn't like a trending song or anything, like, right? Like like that was a choice.
It was a choice. It's weird when two friends do a steamy video, like there's chemistry that you pick up on. So that's why I was like, I will not be fooled. So
you're like, I'm clocking this and storing this in the back of my mind.
I'm storing it for later. So then I go, because now I'm like investigative journalism. I go to Sanaya's TikTok and I'm like, let me look. And she, the same day, because they were in the same outfits, posted a TikTok where she's also lip syncing some like rap song. I didn't catch the words. But when Marina walks up behind her, Sanaya fully turns around, looks her up and down, and then bites her lip. And I was like, that's insane. That's crazy. That I will not be fooled is what I said. No. That was
fooled as in I will not believe that they're dating, or
I will not give them the benefit of the doubt any longer.
Wait, that they are dating or aren't?
I think they kind of allegedly, I think they might be
dating.
Yes. I mean,
okay.
You could look really great, and I don't think I'd look you up and down and bite my lip.
I didn't know if you're like me and you won't fool me into thinking you guys are together. Like,
no,
this is good
opposite.
acting. Or
No, I love internet conspiracy theories.
You're on the forefront.
I'm on the forefront.
You're on the front of the wave
I'm on the front.
of this new
came
love and basketball couple, potentially, allegedly.
Yes, I came in too late, 2 years late to Paisley. I will be at the forefront of this one. Mostly because I just didn't know. I didn't know. Anyway.
You also weren't on like Page Talk 2 years ago.
Yes, that's how truly how I figured this out. I will never forget me just looking up Paige Becker's UConn because I wanted to know if she was good for my bracket. I want to make sure she wasn't on injury. And then I got onto Paisley and I was so confused. Anyway, so then I was like, Sanaya, that's crazy to look her up and down like that. And then they had a game today, right? A day game. And after the game, Marina is out on injury reserve.
Okay.
So Sanaya's great. She's been playing a lot and they won today, which is great because Connecticut's the worst team in the league. So like the fact that they got a win was a win for everyone. And so then Sanaya goes over to Marina, grabs her, like puts her arms around Marina's waist. Marina puts her arms around Sanaya's neck and Sanaya lifts Marina up and then like puts her down. No. But I was like,
if there was a twirl, I'm on the wave now.
There didn't need to be a twirl though.
I know. I thought it was going to be something so out there that I was like, see, now I'm on the wave.
Listen, and I famously love, whenever I see stuff like this, I like to think, would I do this with my friends? Would I? Because maybe I'm just wanting something that's not there, right? But no, I wouldn't do that with any of my friends. I wouldn't.
I feel like there's one friend I would do it with, but it's like somebody I've known since I wouldn't pick her up. I feel like I would mess with her or something.
Like if you were celebrating?
If I was celebrating, I would pick someone up and probably twirl them.
I don't know.
If I could. I also am so weak, so I don't think I could do it either of these.
There was vibes. There are vibes happening, let me tell you. So yeah, I'm suspicious and I'm on the watch now with these two.
Okay.
So I just feel like
a new couple has entered the villa of our WNBA love and basketball world.
We're gonna see how it goes, but I'm excited. Anyway, that was my drama. Do you have any news you'd like to share with the class?
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The only thing that I saw that I'm so excited for, because I will watch this, is that book. I remember I don't know, I forget if you read it or not, the like I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. It's being turned into a show on Apple. Jeanette is the showrunner and producer of it, and Jennifer Aniston is playing her mom.
Ooh. Really? Do we know who's playing Jeanette?
I haven't looked into it, so no. But I think that's in its early stages of development. So we've got probably like a year and a half.
Huh. Interesting. How do we... Mm-hmm. Did you like that book?
I did. I really did like it. And I'm excited that she is heavily involved in it. Because I feel like
she should be.
And this would be like a limited series.
Yeah.
Or maybe like 2-3 seasons.
It's her story. She has to be so... It's not even like her made-up story. It's her literal life story.
No, or like hers is traumatic, so like it needs to be done by her. But I just wonder if this will be so healing. In the interview I saw combined with this was somebody asked me if she would go back into acting, and she was like, to be honest, I'm just excited to explore like another side of this entertainment world. Yeah. And that also must be so healing to like... She gave up acting. She like needed to get away from it. And now to like be able to come back and be a part of something that you have been a part of your whole life.
Yeah.
But in a fresh new perspective is probably nice.
I also feel like she never, at least from like what I read in her book, she never had like a big love for acting. It was more of like something she was kind of thrown into.
Her mom like wanted.
Yeah.
I think her mom wanted to be like an actress, never could, and put her daughter into it.
Yes, that's it. So, I mean, I'm excited. I'm going to watch it. I love a book to movie TV show moment. But yeah, interesting. I don't know how I feel about I'm sure Jennifer Aniston can do a great job. Can I ask a hot question?
I saw a photo of her mom and like vibes wise it tracks. Okay. I wonder if that's why.
I have a hot question that could cause some controversy. Do you think Jennifer Aniston is a good actress?
I think she is, but I haven't seen a lot of her recent work, so I don't know. But I also think she plays a very specific character. I think she's typecast, and that's what she does well at.
I agree. I think there are certain roles that I've seen her in that I've been like, that didn't hit. But then there are roles I see her in that I'm like, that does hit. Yeah. I also famously don't really like the show Friends, so I never...
But I also think that's not
finished.
That's a different type of acting too.
Like TV or like
I think doing this show, like I'm glad my mom died, will potentially show some range for her. And that would be interesting. But I don't think she would be picked if she couldn't do this.
Okay. You don't think her name is just... I don't know. The best I've kind of seen her in is like, remember We're the Millers? She was great in that. Yeah. And like, just go with it. She's great in that.
Those like movies she did in like the 2010s is like, I feel like where she got typecast and was like really good and her name brought a lot, but they were like fun and they weren't like too serious, but like...
Yeah.
She did a good job, yeah. But I don't watch, like, I've never watched The Morning Show, which is what, like, I think a show she's on Apple.
Oh, I did. I watched the first season of that. It was fine.
Was she good in it? I never thought, like, it looked compelling to watch, not because of her.
Yes, she was pretty good in it. Yeah, actually, I think she was. I didn't...
See...
What?
That's what I would say is, like, my indicator is I didn't watch it, so I don't know what her recent stuff has been like. But because this is such a personal project, I don't think... And that character is a huge part of this. I don't think Jeanette McCurdy would just pick her just because her name's Jennifer Aniston.
Okay, fair. I love it. Okay, do you have any other news?
Mm-mm.
I don't either. Slow news week. But speaking of books, are you reading anything?
I am finally reading the book I got from the library like 8 weeks ago.
My God, someone else is trying to read this book, Meredith, and you're keeping it for 8 weeks? No, they're not.
Trust me. You're not really, you only get one renew if people are waiting, and I've got two. There's nobody waiting.
No one wants this.
Which this is sad when I tell you the topic, but I'm reading The Color of Law about like segregation and like the law and like how society kind of fell into a very segregated, not fell into is very intentional, but like how segregation happened kind of slowly and so like slowly through laws and socially, just like how it worked out through.
Yeah.
You know, I love a timeline. So it's like the history of it.
No, very interesting. Are you enjoying it?
I am. It's definitely not like a random rom-com book where you're just like zipping through words like no other. Like I'm reading every sentence intentionally, but now that I'm back in the office and I ride my bus to work, it's giving me dedicated
something
time.
To do.
I don't like holding a book when I read at night. I really like to read on my phone so I can have all my lights off. So because it's from the library, I can't read it at night.
Totally get it.
Yeah.
Fun.
What are you reading?
When was the last time we talked about my books? I haven't read a lot.
The last one you talked about that I can remember
is that hockey?
No. I think it was that couple who was like getting divorced or something, and there was like a weird family one where
did I not tell you about my soccer? I feel like I told someone about the soccer one because remember I was just need women in sports.
You did tell me about the soccer. I think
I told you about the hockey one. Yeah, my Pacey moment.
Yeah, I don't think you told me about the hockey though.
I feel like I did, but maybe I didn't finish. But it's called Face Off. It was pretty bad. It was about these two hockey players it's a boy and a girl, so that kind of sucked. But it was my anger with it was shown as enemies to lovers, and really there was never a time they were enemies. They were just teammates. It was very weird. I hate when a book is like, we're enemies to lovers, and you in your mind are like, I hate him, but he's so hot. Shut the fuck up and hate him for real.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
You love an enemies to lovers too, so it being that one, that
I know,
like lore
I know.
or type being bad would hit you even harder.
I know. And with these books, I like there to be drama. There was no drama except I don't know how to tell her I'm in love with her.
I need the fallout to be huge.
I need huge fallout.
Love the makeup after like a big fight.
Agreed.
It's like those are the parts that I go back to reread because I like a recovery.
That's why we love to fight with people we date, because we hope for the recovery and it never goes wrong.
I feel self-soothed when I go back and like watch like One Tree Hill when season 3 at the start when Haley shows up on the doorstep and her and Nathan are not in a good spot.
It's the best. The yearning is amazing. Like they both want to, but they can't.
It needs to build over some time. Like, I need people to say it's done. And I'm like, it's done. You're so right. But we know it's not.
If your biggest issue is that A, you shouldn't be dating because you're teammates, over it. Or B,
or like
I just
one minor fight and you didn't talk for 2 days.
I didn't know how to tell her I loved her, so then I acted distant, and then she thought I was mad. Okay. And then
you're like,
and then
a Tuesday?
And then at one point she's like they have to play her ex-boyfriend's team, who I guess was like super verbally abusive. And this guy she's dating beats the living shit out of him. Like this ex had to like go to the hospital, and I was like, he got it. That's not hot to me. She was straight up like, I'm let's have sex now. No, stop.
It's only, that's the thing. I would never want to like have sex right after that moment. It would only be like, oh my God, if like I was being beat up and he like rescued me a little bit.
No.
But like, again, we're not like hooking up after that. It's like,
no, it was
you're
very
like laying
weird.
in bed taking care of me. And over that time, you're like, falling more in love.
Yeah, it was like no one knew this was her ex, and then she was acting weird, and he was like, what's wrong? And she's like, that's my ex. And he was like, and he told the team, he's like, I don't care if we win or lose, we're gonna kill him. And I was like, that's not hot. I don't like
that's
that.
Not helpful, because with an ex like that, you just like, you gray rock, and you just want it to be okay, and you just like are like, I just want this to be over, this game to be over, and to walk away. I don't want any more things.
I was more like, I wish instead of beating him up, she like beat him on the ring.
Yeah.
And then was like, I'm better than you, you fucking bitch ass loser. No, instead this guy's laying in a pool of his own blood, and she's like, this is the best case scenario?
No, I don't like that.
I didn't like it. Anyway, it ends with, here's where I said, is there hope? So the coach calls the guy in because he's the captain, right? And the coach is like, hey, I wanted to give you a notice. I'm going to trade your girlfriend to a different team.
Oh, and this is professional?
Yes. And the captain, yes, supposedly. And the captain was like, huh? And the coach was like, look, listen, I understand you're coming for the team, this is the best thing that could happen, unfortunately. But he's like, I understand as a boyfriend, like, you're struggling. So he says...
So it's out that people know that they're dating.
Yes, everyone.
Okay.
They're not fucking subtle.
In my mind, this is a secret.
No.
I did enjoy that in my mind.
That's why I prefer women dating on sports teams instead of men, because the men he beat the shit out of this guy, and the coach was like, why'd you do that? And he's like, because I'm dating her, and that's her ex. Okay, the secret's out. Great. So the coach was basically like, I'll give you the decision then. Are you going to do what's best for the team or best for your relationship? And I was like, oh, I hope she's pissed at him.
Sorry.
I hope she's pissed, though.
Never happened, though. We are never giving the captain the vote on are we trading her or not, especially if this is the pros.
Or like, what are your thoughts? I think the coach, I don't even fucking know. But basically, they do what's best for the team. And I was like, I hope she's pissed. I hope she's a little pissed.
Yeah.
You know, just
that would make me think that this is
Yeah. No. The book then ended and they just do long distance.
No. Because what I would want is they break up, like there's this huge fight, and then this can basically be the end, but then it's like a year later, like they're playing each other and
I know
goes and wins her back, basically.
Well, I want them to play each other, and then they actually have to like face off as exes, and she's like so mad, but he has to like give her a big hit or something to help us. I wanted the drama, but no, they just do long distance.
That's the thing. I would want him to like not like check her into the boards, and then the coach to get so mad at him that
bench
they basically take him out of the game, get in the locker room, and he's sitting there basically rooting against his own team.
And then she's like, "Why'd you do that?" And he's like,
"That like somebody on her old team is like." You don't know what it's been like for him the last year. Like, he's been trying to give you your space, but like
he's the one that traded me, though. Oh, I wouldn't. No, they just do long distance.
This is why sometimes I'm like, God, I should become a writer. I
should be an author.
I can't be the writer, but I can be the ideator.
I can be the idea person. Exactly. Anyway, then I read this book called The Summer Pact, which sounds like a very fun upbeat. No, it was a little dark at first. Basically,
listen, I don't mind some darkness.
So the Summer Pact is about a group of 4 friends. One of them's name was Summer, but then she killed herself. That's how it starts. And I went, whoa. I thought we were going to Italy. No. Okay. So when you said
Summer Pact, I was like, oh, this has to be adjacent to like the Pregnancy Pact.
Yep. Yeah, we just make a pact.
Lifetime movie.
No, we make a pact.
No.
For our friend Summer.
Friend?
Yeah, that these 3 friends are gonna like live their best life. It was actually not that bad a book. I'm talking out my ass, but I expected something like different.
It just throws you off guard.
It was
the first like
it was
few
crazy.
Chapters.
Here's though the fun part. I'm gonna spoil the book. Sorry for it was 3 stars. I'm not gonna recommend it. But basically these 3 friends are like all at different crossroads in their life, and they're like, we're gonna do a trip where we each pick a destination for a week. So great.
Oh, cute.
So they do this. One of the girls, I don't even remember her name. She doesn't have a family. She's a product of an affair. Her dad wants nothing to do with her because he has his own family. Very sad. So one of her friends in this pact is like, you got to meet your siblings because you have sisters. They just don't know about you, right? So she meets one of the. No, it was crazy.
This is insane.
It was the worst summer vacation ever.
That's how we're using the week. No, Alicia. We're going to fucking Italy. I don't care if I have half siblings who don't know about me.
They go to like buttfuck Texas to meet this family, and then to Italy, and then somewhere else. I don't even remember.
Are they consecutive weeks, or are we just?
No, we go right away.
What a trip, Jesus!
So it starts out right. We meet one of the sisters. There's a bunch of other things happening. There's 3 different characters, right, that we're following. I'm only concerned about this character that does not have a family. And her friends are making her go meet the family at which the father had an affair. And the rest of them don't know dad had an affair. So, like, this is going to be some news, right? So they go to one of the sisters' houses because they find her on the internet. It's not hard. And they basically kind of barge in and are like, well, the girl with no family is a famous actress. So they're like, oh my God, you're at our door. And she's like, yeah, I have something to say. And so they were like, just come in. We love your show. They were like,
okay, that's the only way this could work out.
Yeah. So then she's basically like, yeah, that's my dad that abandoned me. That man that you're also hanging out with, that's my dad. And so then this one sister like kicks her out and is like, fuck you. And the mom is like, fuck you. And then the dad is like, I got to stick with these girls, whatever. So then there's another sister to be met. And this girl is obviously like, I don't want to meet my other sister if this is how this went. Like, I cancel the trip or I'm going home. So then the friends were like, fine, we'll go to Italy. It's cool. So they go to Italy, right? And while they're in Italy, this dumb friend.
Wait, really quick?
Yeah.
Can you imagine you find out that your dad had an affair, but then like pro cons on that is like your sibling is famous. Like that's so cool, but like I would still be pissed my dad had an affair.
Well, but the way they like bombarded this family, I'd be like, I need a minute to process. But I don't think I'd yell at I'd be more like, can you give me a second?
A pro! Like you find out your siblings with someone who's famous. That's awesome. I know.
So while they're in Italy, the girl, I don't know how to describe them because I forgot all their names. The girl with no family, right? She's basically like, I don't want anything to do with this part of the family. They obviously don't want anything to do with me. I just got bitched out. Leave it alone. But the friend that was like, let's go to Texas, she messages the other sister on Instagram and is like...
The unmet sister.
The unmet sister. She's like, hey, so listen, I got a friend here.
Do you want to come to Italy?
Well, she's just like, I don't know if you heard what happened with your sister and your mom and your dad, but like, we weren't trying to come maliciously. I really just want her to have a family. Her mom died. Like, she's all alone. And this other sister's like, oh, I don't talk to my family because I just think that my sister's an asshole and my parents like enable her.
Love.
I'm actually in a different part of Italy for a tennis tournament because I'm a famous tennis player. Yeah. So then, weirdly enough, the Texas friend, the one that said, let's go to Texas, and the other sister, the unmet sister, they start DMing each other. And then the friend is like, oh, I really like this sister. And she's like, come to Italy to hang out. But then she kind of like brings it up to the girl with no family and is like, what if we just tried your other sister? And this girl's like, no, stop making me meet my fucking family in Italy.
Now Texas planning girl...
Texas,
like, ooh, I'm kind of interested in the sister. Like, now I want her for my own selfish reasons.
Well, it wasn't like that at first, but she was like, I like hanging out with her. Definitely just like come to my part of Italy. I'll ditch my friends for a day and we'll hang out. Great. They're not in a big town in Italy. So, and they all track each other's phones. So the two other friends are like, where's this girl? She's been ditching us all day. And they find her at this cafe kissing the unmet sister. And I was like, this is crazy. Imagine. And then rightfully so, the girl with no family goes to get so blackout drunk because she's so mad.
This is the most realistic part of it.
And then her friends blame her when she ends up in the hospital with alcohol poisoning.
Oh, wow, that went from 0 to 100 real
I know. The whirlwind of this book was crazy.
Damn.
So yeah, so that was fun. Then I read...
Wait, can I just say,
Go ahead.
You were in a no reading like slump.
I know.
You're back, baby. You're back.
I'm going like a week per book, which I used to go
That's
faster,
amazing.
but we're working on it.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Then I read a Carly Fortune book, one of our favorites, Meet Me at the Lake.
Love.
Did you read that one?
Yes, I have.
It was cute. It was so cute. I gave it 4 stars. It was lovely. The man was very, very, very hot. I was super into him. And the main girl was great. I just wish there was more drama. I mean, there was a little drama, but I didn't like how the drama was basically this man had like ADHD. Or not ADHD. He was like kind of OCD.
Yeah.
And full of anxiety. And I was like,
yes.
I guess that's the drama, but let's...
Okay.
There was a good scandal, though. There was
Have you read the one where the two friends go back to one of the girls' is like family home? Like basically like, and it goes like 5 years. It starts like 5 years ago and like slowly comes back.
I've only read this one and the brothers, and we all know how I felt about the brothers.
This time it'll be different.
Okay, yes.
Something like that.
It's on my list.
That is my favorite one of hers.
Okay, I'm in already.
I think you'll like that because like the problems is
really good. It's really good.
There are a bunch of like small ones kind of, but it builds up because it's like over 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm in. I love a long-term problem too because it just builds and builds and builds.
You know what? I really love long-term avoidance because that's my specialty.
I love that. So my last book I want to talk about, I'm not going to talk about this book. I called Then She Was Gone. It was a thriller that I bought on my trip to Connecticut. It was good. It was fine. I gave it 4 stars. It was a good thriller, but I must talk about A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Have you read it?
No, but it's in my should read.
I won't spoil it, but it is so good. It's basically Serial, the podcast. Remember?
Wait, really?
But in a book. Yes, it's this girl who, like, there was a murder in her town, and she doesn't believe, or it was like a murder-suicide is kind of how it's classified. So basically, actually, you're about to freak out because it's so similar to Serial. So basically, this girl went missing in the town. They blamed the boyfriend, who's also a person of color, just, you know, for killing her. They're both in high school, right? And then he ends up dead, and it looks like a suicide. But they haven't found her body. They're just assuming she's dead. It's been like 5 years at this point, right? So
but he was a person of interest.
He was a person of interest when he died. Yeah, so the police were like, he obviously killed himself because he murdered his girlfriend.
Okay.
Right? So a little different than Serial, but still kind of.
But no, I'm tracking. Okay.
So this girl, Pip, she's like, I don't believe that. I knew this guy. Like, I don't believe that he would kill his girlfriend and then, like, do this. And also, she is very into true crime, and she's like, a lot of this evidence doesn't align. So she's like, I'm gonna solve this murder. I'm going to try. I'm going to look into it, right? So she goes around town. She's interviewing everyone. She's, like, asking police questions. She's so into it. She even gets the help of the guy's brother, the guy who died, his brother. Okay. Is like, do you really think there's hope? And she's like, I don't know, but, like, I'm here to find the truth because I feel like something's missing. So they're, like, all solving it. It's very good. And I never saw the ending coming. Ooh, I was suspicious, but the way it ended, I was like, holy shit.
Wait, all right. I'll prioritize that. I might buy that then because I think I would really like that.
Yeah, and it was so good. I'm trying not to spend on Amazon, but I looked on the Kindle, and the second book was only $2, and I went,
oh, hell yeah.
And so I'm reading this. I'm 70% done with the second book. But in the second book, she basically took everything she did in book 1 and turned it into a podcast, which is why I was like, this is Serial, where she explains it and then they follow the trial. But then another mystery like pops up. So she uses in real time her podcast to help solve this mystery to reach like millions of people. So it's very, and there's a third book that I'll also have to read. I'm very into this.
The second book in the second story, does the second story wrap up in the second book?
I don't know. I haven't finished. I'm 70% of the way done.
Okay.
But I was hesitant to be like, how are we going to do a second book? Because we already solved the murder. But
that's what I was worried about.
No, it's weird how it doesn't feel like we're extending. Like, it doesn't feel like we're forcing another story. It felt very natural, like, going into it. Mm-hmm. And you still refer back a lot to, like, the first book. Like, there's a lot of... Like, she's basically taking what she learned and trying to, like, do this better. So I'm excited for the third book, too. But there's also a Netflix show that now I need to watch called The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
I'm going to have to read that first book so then I can watch it.
I know. So, yeah, this is exciting that we could talk about this now. Please read it.
No, I'm very excited. And, gosh, there's so much I want to read. My problem is I'm just a little lazy. But my friend bought me for my birthday, Everything is Tuberculosis. And I've been wanting to read it, but it's really small.
What is that?
It's how anything you can think of ties back to tuberculosis in some ways.
Oh, amazing.
So I might get what is it? A Good Girl's Guide to Murder? Is that what book you were just talking about is called?
A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, yeah.
I think I might buy that on my phone because the Everything is Tuberculosis is a physical book, so it's one I'll have to read on the bus versus at night.
Cool. I'm in.
So, okay.
Oh, you're going to like it. I actually was reading it and I was like, Meredith would really like, because we listened to Serial at the same time, remember, when we worked together? And so I was like, this is right up Meredith's alley. Because I want to see if you can solve the murder too. Because I was kind of close, but I doubted myself at the end there. And then I don't know. It all fucked me up. There were so many avenues. Just like how in Serial, there were so many avenues. It was like the friend, the parents, the this, the that. And we were all like, what is actual though? You know?
That's so true. That. Well, there was just like a lot of doubt on a lot of things, but it's not like there was an answer. Yeah.
Yeah. It felt like that. Awesome. Anyway, should we talk about what we're watching?
Yes.
Okay, can we start Bravo? What are you watching?
I've been watching Next Gen NYC.
Terrible.
I know the last time we talked about this, I was like, no, we'll one season wonder it. This will not be a one season wonder. It is great because...
No, stop.
Hold on. A lot of things on Bravo have gotten really heavy. Do you agree?
Yes.
This is like lighthearted and fun. It's kind of like, I think, what we all want from Summer House, from the OGs going to the city. Obviously, it's a little different because like it's not those people, but I really like how they lean into influencer culture well. Like a lot of these people are influencers, but it doesn't feel like they're lying about their jobs or used to have something and so they bait and switched us. Like we just know up front, some of them are influencers. We see a little bit of it, but it's truly just the dynamic of friends hanging out. And I'll put that in quotes a little bit because there's clearly some people that were originally friends. And then obviously when you're casting a show, like things are shifting and you're bringing in new people. The first episode, terrible. I just don't think they introduce people well. But from then on, they are slowly intentionally introducing, like Ariana Bierman is like moving to the city. And like that was in like real time happening. It wasn't staged. Like her and her boyfriend were living out of a hotel and trying to find somewhere to stay. So like that's their storyline at the beginning. And then like her and Riley Burris are like seeing each other again for the first time in 12 years and like rekindling a friendship. And then Riley and like Brooks know each other, so they're like bringing her into their friend group in New York City. Gia is like half in on it because she's the only one who doesn't live in New York City, which I find so fucking funny. But it is normal. Like they are, half of them do have jobs, but half of them are also Nepo babies, and they're like talking about the difference of like having to work for your money and like money being given to you. But then like Ariana's mom like stole all of her money, so like yeah, she's a Nepo baby, but she like doesn't have all this money, and she's like dating someone who's like a billionaire son, but like they're normal, nice and cool versus this other like 30-year-old like Nepo baby who is like such a fucking brat and like sucks. Like you're getting all these dynamics where you're like constantly comparing people for different or similar reasons, and I think it's really good.
All right, I'll watch. I'm still 20 minutes into the first episode. I haven't made it past.
The first episode is the worst.
Okay.
This week, I was like, this shit's getting good. Like, there's like real conflict happened in episode 5. And then everybody just kind of aired out like their grievances with the same person. And I'm like, hell yeah. And then right before they go on a trip. So you just like know it's heat.
Oh. All right. I'm in.
It'll only be 8 episodes. This week was episode 6.
All right.
And so you have 2 weeks before
I'll catch up at work like I normally do.
That's perfect. I usually walk around my house and like, my house, my tiny apartment, and like do stuff as I'm like listening and watching because it's lighthearted. It's not that deep. You don't have to catch everything. And this is a weird thing I love about it. I think you're going to hate this part. They're like subtitles, you know, when you have to subtitle because somebody's talking like low versus like your TV putting them on. They have like different text sizes and they emphasize different words. And so some words will be really big because they're emphasizing certain words.
I think I'll find that hysterical. Great. Okay.
I'm just like, okay, yeah, put these subtitles on for no reason, just to emphasize like 2 words of this sentence. Go on.
Great. All right. I'll give it a go. I did today at work though, catch up on The Valley. I don't know if you're caught up.
Okay. I am.
I caught up.
Tell me
back
your
in. Oh my God, I'm going to get in trouble one day.
I
hate Brittany, dude. I hated Brittany for a long time, and I still do. She is the worst friend in the world.
Agreed. I think I just looked past her because she wasn't really a main player on Vanderpump Rules, you know?
But why do people like fight for her friendship? Everyone on Vanderpump was like, we can't upset Brittany. We can't. She's our friend. We got to keep her happy. Everyone on the Valley is the same way. What does this bitch have on people that they're like, we got to be a good friend? We got to.
Hear me out. I think she's the anti-Sheena. I know she's just like Sheena in certain ways, but like, you know how like people will always not be friends with Sheena? I think the default is to be friends with Brittany.
No.
And if you're not friends with Brittany, like you're the bad person.
I'm the bad person then. I pick Sheena over Brittany every time.
I agree with you.
I'm
just saying, she's like the nice person, and like, how could you have a falling out with Brittany? And it's like, well, because Brittany sucks.
She's just the Kentucky muffin, and we all look past it.
She's what is it called when people? Oh, people like infantilize. What's that word?
Infantile.
Yeah, whatever the terminology is, but it's
infantilize or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm saying.
It's like she's not a grown adult. People always protect her feelings and kind of baby her emotions through things.
Right. Oh, I hate her.
So anyway, if she were to get mad at someone, I think people would be like, how could you do that to Brittany?
Yeah, why is she a baby? I'm so I hate her. I think she's the worst friend in the world.
Agreed.
First of all, I just finished the episode today where everyone said Kristen got engaged and said don't tell anyone, and Brittany tells Jax,
Alicia.
and then was like, I can't believe I did that. I'm so sorry. I wasn't even thinking. He's my person. Because you don't think about people that aren't yourself. Right? Every time there's a fight, Brittany's like, I'm going through a lot and I don't care.
Even worse, I think she kind of did this subconsciously, but I think the reason she told Jax is because she was upset that she wasn't a part of it. And she put her feelings into it. So like, I think she wanted to be the one to tell someone. And Jax was like the first person
to know before someone else almost. Because she didn't.
So like if randomly like Sheena called her, I think she would have told Sheena.
Yeah.
But she just wanted to tell someone and be the person who told people and be in the know and be important. And I get that. Like, there have been times that I think we all feel this way where you're like, God, why was I a focal point of their engagement? But that's selfish to say out loud. Well, like, I think other people don't say that out loud. You just kind of have your feeling and you're like, oh, I wish I could have been there.
Maybe.
Like,
yeah.
You don't make it a big deal and then you don't capitalize on that and try to make yourself important
first of all,
beat people to the punch of like telling people.
I think it was that. I think that like, I think to an extent I know what you're saying, but I was like in my early to mid 20s when I would like be like, why wasn't I a part of that? Like, why wasn't I a bridesmaid, you know? But I would first of all, this all happened in the last episode and I'm like still reeling. When Zach calls and is like, hey, it's an engagement party. And Brittany's like, how come I didn't know? I would have went fishing. And Zach's like, okay, well, it just didn't happen that way. So can you just get to the engagement party?
Also, like, Zach wasn't there. So it's not like Zach got to go and you didn't. It's like one couple went.
Literally just to take pictures and make sure Kristen showered. That was the goal. And it would have been weird if this was a couple trip and then Brittany showed up.
Correct.
Right? Okay. So then Brittany is like, I wish I could have seen her face. I'm just feeling like,
don't worry, bitch. It's recorded. You're going to see it.
She's like, I'm Kristen's best friend. She's like a sister to me. You literally have been on Janet's side while Kristen is feuding with Janet. How could you then like be upset you're not number one in Kristen's life?
I agree because it's like, okay, sure. I understand if you feel like you're so close to this person, you want to be at their big life moments. Act like it. Act like you're her best friend and she's your best friend. And you can still middle between two of your best friends and be good best friends to both of them. Like, it's a very
you're not.
thin line to skate. But you're not even trying.
No, not at all. You're just like on Janet's side. It's the weirdest thing. And then Brittany's
wait, hold on, because it's even worse because she turned on Zach for like 6 months and didn't speak to him. So that shows you like what she'll do at the cost of Janet's friendship, or like
which is also weird.
Like, who is Janet? Like,
Zach is your best friend
of Zach.
How many years? And you're like, oh, for this fucking Janet bitch, I'll dump you too.
I understand if Brittany's like, listen, those comments were inappropriate, has a talk with Zach, whatever, go off. But like to like not speak to him and not hang out with him for like 6 months is crazy to me.
And then we're at the engagement party waiting for the group that went fishing to shower because they went fishing. And Brittany's like, I just feel like since I didn't know about the engagement, I don't have to be here because they're not even here. just wait. They're showering.
It's not about you. Suck it up. I think about this on like bachelorettes, on engagement parties. There are certain life moments. Suck it the fuck up and do it for your friend, especially if you say you're so close to these people. Suck it up.
No, she drove me nuts. I loved Zach being like, stop this. Whatever this is, cut it out. We're done.
I like that he didn't entertain it. He was like, we're just going to have a party here. You guys aren't leaving. Yeah. Let's have a time. Like,
stop being a bitch, basically. And I like how Kristen sat down with Brittany and was like, I told you not to tell anyone and you still told someone. So fucking act like my friend or don't pretend to be my friend. Oh, Brittany drives me nuts. I like Janet better than Brittany, and Janet sucks too. I did say I really liked Janet earlier this season.
Okay, I'm glad you're caught up because I came to this conversation hoping you can tell me what you feel about Janet.
I think Janet's listen, I know it's crazy, Kristen, but I love Kristen. She has done so much service in my life. I could never turn on her. I don't like, though, that Janet is, I feel like she is very malicious. I don't like her spreading these rumors about someone sexually assaulting someone. That's crazy. Like, if it happened, sure, but like out of respect for
my thing is, you don't get to speak on it like it happened to you.
You need to calm down.
Like I understand if Janet and Melissa and Jasmine were like so close and they felt like they couldn't speak up, so then Janet was speaking up for them, sure, maybe. But like, that's not the dynamic.
No, and Jasmine and Melissa spoke to Danny already. So why does Janet continue? And they never used the words sexual assault when they were talking to Danny about it. But then Janet says like these words, which like,
and she acts like she is like,
she was there.
Legal terminology, and like it's just all the same thing. It's not. Like if Jasmine and Melissa want to say it's that, okay, like let's have a conversation.
It happened to them. Yeah.
But Janet, you don't get to level things up and just be like, well, it's a sexual assault because that's the like legal terminology of all this stuff. You know what that does in public opinion. You know what weight that carries. I do feel for Danny. I think Danny should confront it. Danny did confront it. Danny should deal with this. And I think it should be a conversation. And I don't mind it being aired publicly on a TV show. But it's not your right to keep pushing this boulder up a hill when every person involved has put it to bed.
Fully 100% agree. Janet is off her rocker. I don't know what Jason is doing too. As a lawyer, she should have used the words allegedly, I feel like. But
that's what I thought she was going to say. Like, wow, with a lawyer for a husband, I should be like careful with what words I use because of like anything that can happen. But she's protected by the clauses in the Bravo contracts that you can't sue people for defamation.
I also, though, liked Nia basically like kind of listening to Janet and being like, all right, you're yelling. We're just going to leave. And her and Danny walk away. And Nia is so hippy dippy. I love it because she's like, we can only control our own energies. And I'm like, how is she kind of so cool? Because Kristen is going to kill Janet on this boat. And Nia is like, all we can do is breathe and act appropriately ourselves. It was like,
I think Nia handles Danny so well. He gets so fired up, but like, I really actually admire their partnership.
I do too.
I think that they know how to balance off of each other, and when somebody's having a hard time, how to bring them back down to earth. And like, that's what you want in a partner. Like,
and then
Danny's not going to change who he is at his core, but he can be different in the way because of how she interacts with him.
Agreed. And then after this big whole blow up on this boat, who turns to Janet? Brittany, Kristen's my best friend, but I'm gonna go make sure Janet's okay. I swear to God.
No, because if you actually were better friends with Janet and Janet was your priority, you would have like been sitting with Janet when she was eating alone. Like, that is sad whenever you feel like you're on the outs and like you have to be with all these people. But Brittany's just like, you want me to make room? And it just gives that energy of like, if you want me to, I can. But like they choose to remove themselves and sit elsewhere. Great. Like, that's on them. But if you were that close with these people that when a fight happens, you're picking their side, why aren't you trying to make them feel more welcome and sit with them on this boat from like moment one?
I am so team Kristen, Zach, Nia, and Danny. Those are my ride or dies. Good. I'm on the right side of history.
Yes, you are. I hate that Janet stirs shit up and then plays victim like no other.
Yeah.
Like, say with your chest. Like, own that shit then.
I have one thing to say, though. Sheena better be on the right side of history with me, or I'm going to lose some public opinion. Sheena. Well, I know she won't be.
Sheena's kind of wrapped up in it with Janet.
She loves Janet.
Like, Kristen and Zach always are like, yeah, no, we were talking shit. We said this stuff, whatever.
Love.
So are you guys. And they're like, wow, way to turn it on us. And it's like, no.
Absolutely ridiculous. Also, the fact that I had to see Tom Schwartz again.
Okay, but him being excited for Dodie, like, that was cute.
That was cute. I also loved didn't love, but Jax was like, I'm asking Brittany, why can't we just do therapy? And Tom Schwartz is like, that's a bad idea. Like, don't do that. No.
You know it's bad when Schwartz is giving you advice, like
marriage advice.
Good marriage advice. Stay.
Yeah, the guy who's
that pissed me off with Jackson. He's like, why won't she just give me a shot? What is the last 10 years?
I don't know. But the thing I did love from Jax was when Brittany called him to bitch him out about talking about Kristen and Luke's engagement. And the scene of him is just going, okay, I'm sorry, okay. Because he's just getting yelled at and he just wants to hang up, but he's trying to win back his ex-wife. So he's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's on his like I'm in my best version era. Like I can't crack, but I do appreciate that they didn't give us Brittany's side because like well deserved go off on him. All I want is him being like sorry, I'm sorry, I get it, I'm sorry.
But then I loved he was like one thing I won't do is stop opening my big mouth. It's not even all the times he's blabbed.
It's just
only
one
4.
per year.
We got four moments. This man has been blabbing and running his mouth since 2013.
And what's crazy is he does it on himself, on others. Like no one is safe.
That's his best. That's the best when he incriminates himself. And he's like, yeah, I did cheat on my girlfriend with my best friend's girlfriend. I did that. But I told the truth. And everyone's like, no. But yeah, okay, so I caught up on the Valley. It's good. I mean, these people are fucking
it's just
insane.
Sad though.
It is sad. I
enjoy. I will tell you this. It goes the Valley and then Next Gen NYC, and it is a nice palate cleanser to go into Next Gen NYC, where like it's not that deep, it's not that serious. There's not all these deep wounds or like sexual assault being thrown out or divorce or rehab. Like it's just like a guy who maybe owes like $4,000 for a night at a club.
All right. I'll go past. Anyway, are you watching anything else?
The only other thing is I heard Real Housewives of Miami was really good this season.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, oh, I'll watch. And then I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on with these people? So I almost said the TikTok. I asked people online.
I asked the talk, what's happening?
To give me some info.
Right.
And it was a resounding, no, we will not give you the lore. Go watch it. It's not that much. And I was like, I did get a few details, but I was like, you're so right. Like, I should just go watch this.
I think I watched the first season and it was, hell yeah.
I just want to say, because you're in your rewatch with like OC and you did New Jersey. It is funny to go back to a beginning where you're like, wow, this was early 2000s or 2010, like vibes are high.
I love the crinkly screen I get because it's not clear. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, the wardrobe, everything.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, a lot of the same characters are still on Miami, aren't they?
Well, this is my problem. So I finished season 1, put my thoughts out there on the TikTok, and I started season 2. Episode 1, I was like, the fuck? Hold on. Where did some of these people go? I know they're in season 7. So I'm at the place where I'm confused. But I'll get there. I'll get my answers. I just have to get through all the seasons.
I get it.
So info to come.
Okay.
Live reactions or like more documentation happening on our social channels, but
great.
I am enjoying it. These people are cracking me up. And I love how culturally, like the US is so big. So like culturally you get different things from different groups. And I love the Hispanic like influence in Miami so much.
Good. It's so good.
I love how they talk about their food and like
when they go dancing,
Alexia calls her, like there's just so many things where I'm like, oh my God, Beverly Hills could never, or like New York could never.
No, OC could never because I'm watching it and it's getting not hard, but I'm pausing a little. I'm still in it. I'm still in like whatever. It was season 7, 8. I don't know. It's Brianna's a new mom. Tamra and Eddie are engaged. I love Heather Dubrow, but her and Terry, he used the D word, the divorce. I'm heartbroken. I don't think they'll get divorced because I know that they're still together, but I'm heartbroken about that. Slade is still on my TV screen. I can't get rid of this man. And then who else is there?
You have to be in like
Jesus Jugs.
You're in season 7 or 8 right now.
Yes.
And so don't worry, Slade's off your screen soon.
Oh, thank God. I will say though, Tamra. What were you going to say?
Gretchen's back here. It started this week of season 19, and she's a friend of.
Okay, I can't follow her life at home with Slade. I honestly can't. I will say though, Tamra,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, babes. We're removing a lot of people for using racial slurs on our TV. I would watch your mouth a little. She used one for a Mexican person or a Hispanic person, if you will.
You know,
against her own fiance, which was crazy.
You know how Tom Sandoval really became like someone whose whole life was changed and like was adapted, and he really lives in a reality TV bubble now.
Yeah.
Like there was that one interview after Sandoval where the writer was like, "Oh yeah, a plane went overhead," and he stopped talking because like he knew to do that during reality TV. She slowly becomes that, where it's like you're willing to put everything in your life basically on the line for this show is crazy.
Yeah, I like Heather a lot, but she's like really good friends with Tamara right now, and I'm like, stop this. And Tamara and Vicky are fighting, which that's crazy. The way those two, and I know they get back together because they have the Amigas thing that they do. So I know that they become friends again.
Gretchen and Tamara kind of become friends for like one
season
because
they're very
because
good
of
friends
the fallout of
Vicky.
Tamara and Vicky.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I'll continue. I will continue on my watch. It felt really good when I caught up with Jersey. I'm trying to find that moment again, you know?
It's hard with OC because it's the longest running. You got
That's okay. I'm going to get it done. And Potomac, I think, is coming back, so that'll take some time because I do love
I think
Potomac.
They're filming right now, so yeah.
Oh, amazing.
There's a lot of the good shows are filming this
Monique's
summer.
coming back. Oh, man.
You know what?
Monique will be back.
I would prefer my favorite shows being on in the winter, like fall and winter, because then I'm like cozy on my couch. Whereas like right now I'm really busy. Love Island's on. Like we got a lot going on elsewhere.
Exactly.
But I will say they don't promote Miami, and that's pissing the fan base off. So like that's why I'm like getting into it, and I'm trying to talk about it because they deserve it. I've seen season 1, and I'm watching season 7, and it's good.
Maybe I'll hop back into Miami because it helped me get through Jersey when I started the OC so I could switch on what I was feeling. But now I just have the OC and I'm like, if we're moving slow though, I want different women. And I think
you should watch this live season with me.
No, I don't know. Okay, I'll make a decision. I'll let you know what I decide.
The viewership. At least put it on your TV and mute it.
Oh, I'd love. Maybe I'll play it during meetings, so it's just on silent and I just like view it. I do that. Can I talk about one more thing I watched?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember the show The Ultimatum and we all watched season 1?
Yes, I've only watched season 1. That was so unhinged.
It was so unhinged. The concept's crazy. Well, I didn't know they made a queer one. They made Queer Ultimatum. So there's the straight ultimatum and the queer ultimatum.
Do they have multiple seasons of Queer, or is this the first one?
They have 2.
Oh.
But I didn't know about season 1, but then I started getting TikToks about season 2 on my TikTok, obviously. So I was like, I gotta watch it. It seems so dramatic. And I was like, I want other people arguing that's not these women on the OC, so I'll switch to this.
Yes.
You know how I always say I want to be gay? I don't want to be gay after watching the show. These women have stressed me to my core.
So I know it's Ultimatum Queer, but is it all just lesbians, or is it?
Yes, they're all women who date women. No, it's all women. It's all women who date women. So basically your options. So I think there's like 5 or 6 couples. So you have like 10 to 12 people to choose from, basically.
It's reminding me when they did, what was that MTV show? Perfect Match? No.
Yeah, Perfect Match, the queer edition.
No, but it's not called Perfect Match because that's the Netflix show.
Oh,
it's that
Are You the One?
Yes, they did. Yeah. They did a queer version, and I was like, "This is unhinged." Not
you could date anyone. Concept.
Yes, the number game it became. I was like, you got to give them more to go with because, like,
listen, the straight version, if there's 5 couples,
there's limited
only
amount.
4 other people you could date. No, this was crazy. And so these women, first of all, the host is
the host is
it's
different.
not the Lachey's.
Good, because they can't even do straight people. They do straight people a disservice, which is like the easiest thing to produce.
But the host isn't gay either, so crazy. But she did a great job.
They can be fun. Yeah.
She did a great job keeping the peace.
And not ask if everybody's going to have a baby in 5 minutes.
Well, so these are queer women, so I don't...
The concept is that they all go to that, like, well, at least in the straight version, season 1, they all went to like a hotel. They all met each other. You got to talk to everybody, and then you picked a new partner.
Okay, so if you remember correctly, the reason these weirdos are on this show is because they've been in a relationship, and one of them wants to get married, and the other's dragging their feet. And so the one that wants to get married says, "This is my ultimatum." Yeah. And at the end of the show, you can either, it's kind of like Temptation Island too, where it's like, we could either leave together and be engaged or not.
Okay.
So, or you could leave with someone else. You don't know, right? So they all go to this hotel and they all date each other. Crazy.
Again, the numbers, it's different than just like crazy. A round table. Like, you got to pay everyone.
There was even one couple who they were both vibing with this one girl. And I was like, damn, she's dating a whole couple up in here. But
oh my God.
Then they stand around a table and you basically stand up and say who you want to match with. And then that person will be asked if they also want to match with that person. And then they're a couple if it's a match. Here's the other crazy thing. They literally stand around and say all the things they love about this other person in front of their current partner. So that's like if we were dating, I would stand up and be like, I really like this other person because they're kind, they're caring, and it seems like they understand me. They probably love me. And you're just sitting there like, oh,
do I not do any of that?
Okay, so that was kind of unhinged. So then for 3 weeks, I think, no, maybe just a week. No, it has to be.
3 weeks seems like a lot.
Okay, I think
you
it
do
might
a week
be
with the new person.
And then a week with the old person. Yeah, maybe a week and a half, something like that. So the first week, they're all in different couples, right? And these women, listen, when I tell you, I could never. When I'm dating someone, we could be 4 dates in and I still don't even know if I like you that much. These women were immediate. 2 of the women got tattoos, matching tattoos with each other.
The new matches.
The new matches, they got matching tattoos. We got people telling other people, I love you. Like, I could see a life with you. It's like, forget my girlfriend of 3 years. You're the person I'm in love with. And I think this is more a show to be like if I would never. If I was going on this show, it would be less about finding a new love of my life and figuring out if I'm actually in love with the person I'm with versus not. Because if I can
I agree.
Like someone else,
sparking such a connection with someone else, that would tell me I think it would be me comparing it against similar to like in Love Island when they go to Casa Amor. It's like,
it's a test.
Is mine strong enough? Like, if I can really vibe this well with someone else, or am I just like stuck in a relationship and used to it?
Yes. No, these women fully all gotten like relationships.
New relationships.
Also, they're all in the same hotel, so they like run into each other. So then we hear the aftermath of like, I saw my, ex is what they call their literal partners.
Current
and she didn't say hi to me, and now like she must not be in love with me, so I'm gonna go fuck this other girl. It was the craziest thing.
That's the thing. That's what I love is like this gives you the reactionary for someone to be like, well, fuck them. Like, I'm gonna like move quickly in my new connection too.
But then it also hits me harder because then I got to thinking and I was like, damn, if you are what I don't know about men because I'm not a man, but like my girlfriends are like the most important people in my life. I couldn't imagine dating like a girl who then becomes my best friend because like when you're dating a man, he sure becomes your best friend, but at the same time, you still need those girlfriends. If I'm getting everything from this girl I'm dating and then we break up,
are deeper.
And then we break up, I would never recover. So that was crazy. So then they all get back together, right? Man, there were some that really did fall back and they were like, this is it. There was a few couples though. There was one in particular who was like, one of them was like, I'm in love with my old partner.
My new connection.
My new connection.
They're telling the OG partner that they're in love with the new connection.
Yeah. This girl, Haley, told her partner, Pilar. She's like, Pilar, I'm in love with Megan and not you. And Pilar's like, we've been together for 10 years. And Haley's like, yeah. And Haley issued the ultimatum because Pilar wasn't comfortable being open because Pilar's family has completely disowned her for being gay. So Pilar's like, I just don't know if I want a wedding if like my family can't be there. And Haley's like, ultimatum. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. So then we also learned
I understand the ultimatum, but then to leave the partner.
Well, we learned then, because Pilar and Haley have been dating since they were literally 18, Haley's family has become Pilar's family. Like, she thinks of these parents as like her own. And Haley's like, yeah, I think I'm in love with Megan. So she goes to Megan, but Megan's like, Megan fully in love with Haley when they were in this new couple, goes back to her partner. I don't even remember her partner's name, but then is like, Haley, I want nothing to do with you. So then Haley's like, Pilar, take me back. It was the craziest. Pilar, you deserve better. I'm just going to say it. They're still engaged, but it was shocking. It was shocking. I've heard,
like, with Temptation Island, I've seen some, like, cast members be like, we were basically already broken up. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't really matter. That I just always wonder, how are you going into these experiences? What are your boundaries that you guys set? Because, like, that's what would hurt me more. If me and my partner went into this, and we were like, you can kiss somebody, but no sex, like no, like physical touch, like under clothes or like naked or anything. Like, okay, fine. So then if you were to break that, that would like ruin me.
Yes, agreed. But
so
also,
I'm always so curious. What are you saying 5 days before you come into this?
I do feel like though Pilar did. I feel like because Pilar is not fully open with who she is because of her family, but then also like, you know, she's been with Haley for 10 years. When she was in this new partnership with someone named Kyle, she kind of like we don't get the interaction, but then the next morning Kyle was like, hey, so like you kind of forced a kiss on me yesterday and I like didn't want to kiss you. And Pilar was like, we're in a new relationship though. And Kyle's like, no, it's just like a boundary that like I and my partner
also,
set.
just because you're in a couple doesn't mean you can just
and Pilar took this like really hard, and I felt bad for Kyle because I was like, Kyle, you're not in the wrong. But then when Kyle's with her new partner, or with her old partner again, Kyle tells her old partner, I don't remember what the old partner's name is, but this old partner was like so mad at Kyle, and I was like, no, watch the tape.
That's not fair. Yeah.
But Kyle was like, yeah, I let her kiss me, and that was my bad. And I was like, no, Pilar really, I think,
made a move
kiss
and you
a little.
Didn't want it.
Yeah. And then Kyle slept on the couch. She was like, we're done for the week. Yeah.
Wow.
Kyle knew. Kyle was like,
I want my
it was her partner that was like, I don't. But they got engaged. There was only one couple that broke up, and at the reunion, they yelled about how they didn't care that each other's grandfathers were dying. And I was like, yikes.
That's crazy.
I know that it was crazy. It was a crazy season, I will say. I didn't like, though, all the therapy talk. A lot of these women would be like you'd be arguing, but be really calm. And they'd be like, well, I feel that you are not respecting the things I have brought to the table in these ways. And then everyone would fully listen and be like, I understand and I'm acknowledging how you feel, but how I'm feeling. And I was like, just yell at each other a little bit more, you know?
You're like, love that for your guys' relationship.
No, love it.
Hate that for my entertainment.
Yeah, there was, though. Oh, this was the best part, Meredith. I haven't even told you the best part. So they come together after the trial marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And remember Megan and Haley, they're like in love with each other now. This was before you know, the original. Before. Great.
Yeah.
So Megan's original partner was like, how could you do this to me, basically? And Megan's like, you want to talk about this? I know that you're having sex with your trial wife. And this girl's like, how would you know that? Because I'm not. And Megan's like, oh yeah, it was the freakiest thing. We were laying in bed and it logged into your Spotify account. And we saw you playing a sex playlist. And everyone was like, what? But everyone was like, how did that happen? How did her Spotify get in Megan's room? That was the weirdest thing. And like everyone was like, I don't know if I believe it. And then someone was even like, sex playlist got some good songs though. Just like crazy. But they were like, we weren't having sex. And how would you even know that? And I was like, that's crazy. It was crazy. Lesbians, man.
Damn. A new way to stalk people.
I can't, though, lose my best friend because we broke up. So I'll stick to dating men, I think. I think I will. You're welcome, world.
I hate dating in general. Like, what's the point?
It's terrible. And I hate men in general. But here we are. We got to do it. We don't have to. We could just, we don't have to.
No.
Great. Well, that's all I had to talk about.
Me too.
Are you listening to anything?
No. Just like random music as I work. Ugh.
I'm listening to a lot of Meg Thee Stallion. Remember when Hannah and Paige interviewed her and Hannah was like, I listen to your music and it makes me want to fight? I have I knew before, I was like, I don't think I want to fight to Meg Thee Stallion songs, but I've been listening to her a lot and there's not one song I want to fight to. I know that was a microaggression that Hannah had, but I really tried to be like, could I fight to this song? And mostly I just want to shake ass.
No song in my life has ever made me want to fight.
Oh, listen to some Nickelback. Yeah, you'll want to fight a little. Not Photograph, obviously. But like, or do you ever listen to like some rap? Like when Kendrick and Drake were going at it, I was like, oh yeah, someone lost the fight, you know?
I think I just am so used to like some mental sparring. Like I'm all in for like hurting someone's ego, not like punching them in the face. So I just don't think anything would ever get me there.
No, I've never physically assaulted someone. I was more thinking like verbally destroy someone.
Yeah,
I could.
Okay.
Yeah, listen to some. I think if we're gonna physically fight, put on Nickelback. But if I'm gonna verbally kill someone with my words, put on like some hard rap or something.
Agree with you on the Kendrick because like, especially his latest album is just wonderful,
so good. But like Meg Thee Stallion, I just want to shake ass.
That tracks.
Like, I want tequila, and I want to
This is where I agree with people. Like, listen, I think influencer culture, great. Like, show me some cute capri jeans that I don't want to wear. But, like, that doesn't translate to being a host of a red carpet. Like, that is a skill people build upon for years.
True. However, I think I'm really good at interviewing. Not on the red carpet. I do need to prepare.
That's the thing. That is a whole different thing. So like you could build up into a career of doing that, but like such a big moment. What did they do? The Golden Globes? What was that?
That was like
that is a big award show. This isn't
agreed
the Kids' Choice Awards or like a BravoCon where you're just like seeing people on a red carpet and asking them some questions.
Agreed. This was a big award show. You're right. Do you know Tig Notaro?
No.
Oh, an actor or actress, but she had this talk show because she doesn't really know pop culture. So famous people would come on her show and she would have no idea who they are. And they would have to give her clues and then she would have to figure it out. So she'd be like, what do you do in the entertainment industry? But she could never ask them flat out, what's your name? She would just have to kind of weirdly, Melissa Joan Hart was on it. So she had all these props and it was a witch hat. And Salem the cat. And this woman's like, are you a witch? And she's like, I played a witch on TV. But then she doesn't even know this woman's name. So Melissa's giving her a heart. And she's like,
oh, do we?
Literally spell it. But the people know. I could do that unannounced if I didn't know you had to guess you. But to interview you on the carpet,
on a
that's
massive
crazy.
Stage, that's different.
That's crazy. Anyway, so Tig Notaro had a great show. That's it, I think. Is that it? Anything else?
That works, yeah. We went through everything.
Well, do all the things I mentioned at the beginning of the show. And with that, love ya.
Thanks for joining. Bye.